I'm sitting here and I was scrolling on Instagram. I saw a video posted by Christine Shine, and she's sitting with her husband and they're talking about like how when like they get to heaven, they want the Lord to say, yeah, you messed up a few times, but you were faithful. And I'm like, period, because same, like when do you get to a point in your walk with Christ where like the persecution comes and you stay, like you stand firm in what you believe in? When do we get to that point in our walk with Christ where we are not easily moved by every wind that comes our way? It's like, okay, it gets shaky, but you're still remaining faithful to Christ. Like, I'm so sick and tired. I'm talking about myself, of me being easily moved. Like in Dombi, you were so on fire, and then something comes and it shakes you up and you allow yourself to be shaken. Like, Dombi, when do you get to a point where the shaking comes and you remain faithful to Christ? Obviously, you don't leave the faith, even in the times where you allow yourself to be easily blown by the wind. But I'm talking about like you remain faithful in keeping your joy. Yeah, but keeping the same heart posture you had when the wind was not blowing, when it looked all like roses, ice cream, chocolate, when it was all sweet and good. It's a point where you keep the same heart posture. And you're like, I'm going to still be joyful. I'm not gonna catch an attitude. I'm not gonna change up. I'm not gonna treat people badly. Remain faithful. Like, so the speaking in Nikla point where the wind is blowing, but you remain faithful to Christ. Again, the DQ and I'm talking to myself. Where like things don't go according to how I want them to, and like immediately I'm like, oh Lord, like why? Girl, remain faithful even when it gets shaky. Because when you remain faithful when it gets shaky, watch when it's no longer shaky. Watch how you'll be so built in your character, so fortified in your faith. Watch how sweet that season is going to be, and how more joyful and enjoyable it will be when you know what you endured when you needed to endure, and now that you are like reaping the fruit of that you went through. Watch how good it's going to feel when you realize what you allowed yourself to be built, and now you have the character to steward what you are being processed for. Look at you, like, don't be in the season, as the Lord is teaching me about flexibility, and it's not nice. It doesn't feel good to be told no see pivot. I don't like that. Don't tell me that. But like how more joyful and enjoyable the next season will be when I know what I enjoyed when I needed to. And now as I'm reaping yongelalo that I sowed, look at the character. Not you looking more like Christ. Like Zini. Let me enjoy. But I just want to say, let me enjoy. I'll come back to this. I'll come back to this when I am past this season and it's all roses and it's looking good. I'll come back to this and be like, no, see, you enjoyed. Look at you. You allowed yourself to be built up in the solid rock that is Jesus. Period.